was like a cum. Delicious.
I really sucked on my finger there.
That's what she said. That is what she said. Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to wipe this off real quick. So.
Oh, good job.
Oh, yeah, mine's plurged.
Oh, man.
It went all right.
I got a little excited.
I was a little too excited, as they say. Anyways. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Drunk and Disorderly. My name is Ali Toon, otherwise known as Alex, and I'm here with...
And I'm Patrick. I'm so happy you're here tonight. Let's have ourselves a great night. I'm saving that for the casino.
Yeah, please do next time. That's like way too robotic. You know what I mean?
That is how I sound, though. It's not
Seriously.
like I had to change it a little bit because it's like, obviously, it would make sense if I was like, I'll be your dealer tonight.
Oh, I'll be your dealer. Yeah,
but it's like, I put on this little happy voice. Like, I don't want to bounce my head off the table until I pass out.
But you seemed like you enjoyed your job.
I do, but like people piss me off.
I mean,
It's mostly craps. It's mostly craps, though.
I wonder why.
But that's how I talk as a dealer.
Anyways.
I have an actual customer service voice. It's terrible.
So, as per usual, we're changing some stuff up tonight for the wheel and punishments and rules. But I have a feeling this one is going to hopefully stick like glue.
I like this a lot better because it requires less thinking.
Oh my God, so much less work. What we used to have to do, we'd have to think of rules for both of us right before the show starts. And we'd have to ponder through our minds, use our two brain cells clanging together like rocks on stone.
The hamster in my head wants to kill itself.
Yeah, but I think this one works a lot better. So what we've done, we have a wheel for Patrick and a wheel for I. And we're going to be, at the beginning of each episode, we're going to spin the wheel. And whatever it lands on, that is a rule for one of us that night. For Patrick's wheel, that's his rule. And for my wheel, that's my rule for the night. And we can either add or take away rules as we think of something or if we think something doesn't work. And if you guys have suggestions, as per usual, please leave them in the comments below. And make sure to smash that like button, as Patrick would say.
I was drunk, so that's not happening again. I'm not doing it. Maybe later I'll do that.
You probably will.
Probably.
Yeah. But please do leave a like, and we'll continue. So before we talk about the topics we're going to be having tonight, I feel like we should at least have the rules set before we start. So first off, we have Patrick and his wheel.
Boy.
Patrick, do you have any final words for what you have?
Oh boy, I hope to God this is something I can do.
Oh yeah, I should mention, we are reusing rules we've already done before, but it's
going to change. It's going to change.
It'll make it easier. That's loud. That's really loud. Hopefully it doesn't pick it up too much. If it does, that's okay. Oh, I like this one. This one makes my life a lot easier.
Oh, God.
This one makes my life so much easier. I don't have to spend another day and a half editing out the F word again, don't I? Huh.
Buddy,
I mean, you made it one night.
I did, but I don't think I was that drunk either.
Well, we're 3 beers deep in already before we even started the show. So,
night's not over yet.
Night's it's far from over. And now we'll be moving on to mine. And so for mine, again, reused a bunch of stuff that we've already done before. But my final words are, I really hope I can cross my legs tonight because my legs hurt. Oh, I forgot to change it. Oopsies. Anyways.
Oops.
Mother!
Suffer with me.
Man, I was anticipating I'd be like, I get to crisscross applesauce tonight. I get to bend my knees. Nah, I'm going to come out with arthritis.
Yep.
I'm going to be...
Welcome to my world.
Sounds like a personal problem. Probably should work out and do some stretches.
Oh, It's probably... I shouldn't bend my back over like a whore.
I mean, I thought you already were one. What do we... I think we're all on something.
But normally I'm the one bending the back.
No, I thought you were bending back for them,
So I didn't get it on there, so I can say it. No, I bend over that femboy twink back.
That is fair. You did not get... Yeah, you can talk about tonight.
I'll do that.
I'll give you that. Anyway, so I can't cross my legs, and Patrick can't say the F word, so that means, it's a win in my book. I don't have to edit as much, hopefully. Unless he has to spin the wheel 58 times tonight.
No.
I think, or a record of 72? 72 so far. 72.
No, I think it was 80.
No, it was 70. It was 70s. 70s.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh my Lord.
I gotta.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ, please bless up in me.
Jesus Christ.
But anyways,
Yeah.
so we have 2 topics we're going to be talking tonight. And also, I forgot to mention this. As you can probably see, we have Pink Whitney tonight as our alcohol of choice for drinking and testing. I'm excited. I got this Pink Whitney, not this one, but I got Pink Whitney when I was in college when it first came out. Whenever it had the defects still with the food coloring, when it turned gray after a couple weeks. So, but it was pretty good. But this is 30%. So, Patrick,
That's why I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to contain myself.
I know, and I'm worried because we're gonna have a 3-hour session if
It
that's
looks
the case.
tasty though.
It is pretty good. I mean, for
tasty.
hard alcohol for 30%, it
doesn't
bearable.
look like it.
It's bearable. Bless you.
It went through my nose.
Ooh, that's the best part.
No, it's not.
I disagree because whenever it goes through your nose, it kind of relieves the congestion.
No, I felt all the fizz go through my
Yeah.
nose.
Yeah,
and
I
my
know what you
eyes are watering.
Wipe them. You can touch your glasses.
No, yeah, but
Other than the Pink Whitney, we'll be trying that tonight.
yeah, I've never had it, so I'm
It's
curious.
pretty good.
Is it-
Other than that, we have 2 other topics. I'm bringing up upcoming anime I've been very excited for, which is the 100 Girlfriends who are really, 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 really love you. Something like that.
It's like, yeah.
I've been reading the manga for about 2 or 3 months now. I'm almost caught up, and I love how absurd it is and how stupid it is. It is. I can't describe how stupid it is and how great that makes it. But then Patrick has a topic finally.
Yeah, so I'll be hopefully taking you all down a trip down memory lane with talking about some of our favorite childhood games. I'm actually curious with you because I don't think we've really talked about like what games you like remember fondly of. Like I have a lot of great memories with like playing certain games with my friends and stuff like that as a kid.
Yeah.
Like those kind of games, not like just like the old like retro consoles you played, but like the ones where you just have such deep memories with. And hopefully we can reminisce, if you will, in the past when things were nice and happy.
I don't know. It was 2001 on September 11th. So I don't know if it was that
Look,
nice.
for like a 5-year-old, it was nice.
Yeah, for a 2-year-old, it was all right. Yeah, all right. Anyways,
we were that young. We were that young.
I did not process what I just said until right now.
No, I just didn't think about. I'm thinking like after it, but then I'm like, oh yeah.
No,
in
that was
01,
during it.
Yeah, in 01, I was like 3.
You were 3, really? I was
98. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was 99. So, oh wow, yeah, I was 2.
Yeah, I was 3 years old when that happened.
Yeah. We definitely remember it, don't we?
Why are we talking about 9/11, Alex?
It was funny. I'm gonna get some shot glasses. Do you want shot glasses or cubes to try this? Which would you prefer?
We'll do a shot for a taster. How's that?
Shot for a taster?
And
Okay.
then we'll get some ice.
Do we want to keep these then?
I think yeah. We'll get ice cubes. We'll do a little shot, taste it, and then we'll sip on it.
How about we just? I don't want to clean dishes.
We have a dishwasher.
No, I don't want to put my shot glasses in there. They'll be thrown
Oh,
around.
the shot glasses.
Yeah.
I thth you were talking about these.
No, yeah, these I could throw these in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about shot glasses. I don't
Yeah,
want to throw this
no,
in there
yeah.
because they'll be tossed around like a child at a birthday party.
For real.
So I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, so we have our. Let me grab that and actually get to the mic. But we have our glasses of Pink Whitney. We're not gonna drink it all right now, but we got ice cubes. We got them all ready. You like how it smells?
It smells like a Jolly Rancher, but like
didn't cross my
not with enough sugar.
Wait, mine was can't cross my legs, right? Crisscross applesauce.
Yeah,
All right, this didn't count, right? Has to be crisscross applesauce. Right?
I would say yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's what I think when you
Yeah, because I'm thinking it's because the other one's like no feet on couch,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
See, I like breaking the rules.
We broke the rules so much.
Oh my god!
Look,
last time
I would have died.
so much.
I would have died.
No, yeah, of course.
I was fighting for my life.
That was so stupid of us.
That was very. That's never happening
No.
again. By the way, that's never happening again. Stay mad. I don't care. As Belle Delphine says.
who would be mad? No one watches this.
There's a fair amount of people with brain deficiencies watch this.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Wait,
Anyways, you ready?
Yeah,
It's like I said, don't expect too much from it.
My
It
ice
was
cube
literally
is stuck.
Yeah,
I like that.
just
I like that. It's so cool. No, I like it. It's like stuck to it.
Yeah. Anyways, cheers. Oh, you can actually, you guys can't see it, but you can see there's like frost forming where the ice cube is.
That's cool. Okay.
Anyways. Ooh. Yep. It's remember how my. Ugh.
That is like super artificially.
Yeah.
There it is.
Almost burns as it goes down.
It's got like not an alcohol burn, but like heartburn burn.
Yeah. Like too much sugar burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
But you can taste the alcohol.
Oh, you can taste it fully as it goes down your tongue.
That is 30% alcohol, all right.
And like I said,
that is not for sipping.
No.
I'm now realizing that.
Well, we're sipping on it now, aren't we? We're sipping on it now. You can take a shot of it later if you get it on the spin of the wheel.
Probably.
You want to say F word just to get it over with?
Nope.
Nope.
No, thank you.
So anyways,
Okay.
I think we will begin. So, as I discussed earlier, there is anime that's being released fairly soon here, hopefully sooner than later, called...
It's actually like confirmed?
Dude, yes. It's like coming out this year. The end of sometime winter season. So soon, like maybe a month or two from now. I believe.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact dates. Point being, coming out this year. It's 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. And it is one of the most absurd manga I have ever read in my life. It is stupid. And it knows it's stupid. It knows how just dumb the premise is. It's literally on the back. I think when you ever bought the manga, the first edition, it literally says on the back, if harems had a, what was it?
An extreme mode or something
Extreme
like that.
mode or something like that. I'd say a better description if harems were on crack and cocaine.
I feel like it's like the Konosubas of rom-coms.
You think so?
Like, because you know how like Konosuba makes fun of isekais?
I want to say it makes fun of no, I don't think it makes fun of rom-coms.
But like it takes like that genre and just plays with it.
Okay, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It plays
like
with harems.
it nonchalantly makes fun of it.
It really does.
Because like the whole premise of Konosuba is like, oh, I'm going to a fantasy world, and then his party is completely useless.
He's useless.
He
Fairly.
can steal panties, so he's not useless.
Yeah, no.
And he's a
Jail
man
is
of
just a
true-
number.
You say jail?
Jail.
Okay. He is also a man of true gender equality. So
I will give him that. He did awaken that in me, realizing that,
We should
I can
drop
beat
kick
up
women.
men and women.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'll drink to that.
I'm going to drink to that. We'll drink to that right there.
Domestic violence.
Hell yeah.
But like, it's not even alcohol burning. That's just acidic.
Yeah, I think that's actually a better word. Not sugar, it's acidic.
But like, I feel like from what I've read, because I've read a little bit of it, because I bought the first volume, and like that's what I feel like is that it's one of those shows where it's just like taking an overused trope. Because let's be honest, rom-coms are overused as hell.
That's like my shit.
It is mine too, but like, let's be honest.
Okay. Stereotypical rom-coms.
Yes.
Occasionally,
that's what
there's
There's
those
some
just
great ones, yeah.
amazing ones that pull at your heartstrings.
Yes. But like, let's be real.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this real quick. I'm gonna stop sipping that because I can already kind of feel it getting in my head a little bit.
Lightweight.
Yeah, I know. I'm proud to be. Being a lightweight's great because you don't spend as much money on alcohol.
Or you just buy cheap alcohol.
It's
That
still point
sounds Jesus.
being, you need to bless up. I got a couple crosses over there for you, bud. A couple from Palm Sunday.
So 100 girlfriends.
Yeah. Anyways,
I don't want to talk about my problems. 100 girlfriends. Let's go.
anyways. Okay, so I just think the premise is just so stupid, and with how like with how we're talking about rom-coms and how they're overused.
Yeah.
Which is true to
The
a
general
sense.
formula.
Yes, the general formula is typically overused. Girl likes guy,
Guy
or
likes,
likes
girl.
girl.
No
but
one wants to confess.
because that's so embarrassing.
get-
Hazakashi.
And then like they like cock tease you throughout the entire first season. But like, oh, there's gonna be a confession. Oh, wait until next season, and then next season comes by. Oh, wait until the next season.
No. Next season, there's the rival.
Yeah.
There was this one anime manga that came out years and years ago. It's with
Love Chunaboya and Other Delusions.
No, that one had a good ending.
Yes, it did, but it kept teasing you all the
But it
way
actually
through.
ended.
It
I'm
did.
thinking
It
of a
did. I
different
saw the
one.
movie. I saw the movie, but it kept teasing me through all the seasons.
But they actually did technically.
They did.
They worked
Oh, yeah.
together
Yeah,
through the
they
first season
ended
and
it.
second
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
The only thing teased about was the kiss.
But that's what we wanted.
I mean, that's true. But
Yeah.
at least they had something better than.
At least we got closure.
Exactly.
got-
I'm thinking of there's this older one. It's with this girl with the long blonde ponytail. There's this guy who has a key, a chain.
Oh
with
no,
the
that
key.
does have an ending.
It does.
In the manga, yes.
I can't think of the name.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's got
he
the
has a
girl
crush-
that's an American. The dude's like part of they're
His
the
dad's
girls.
part of Yakuza.
Yes, Yakuza,
Yakuza.
and the girl's part of an American gang called the Bumblebees or some shit. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
she has to
It
come
was-
over, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Their parents, but he has a crush on other girls.
It's
The other
Romeo
girl
and
has,
Juliet story, basically.
Not even because there's like two other love interests because they're at the like part of the there's like two other love interests that like have a crush on him, but he can't confess to them and they can't confess to him because
Yeah, the lock.
know-
the lock.
yeah, the lock. But they can confess to him because something happens or something happens.
Yeah, the
something happens every
anime-
time.
yeah.
It was good at first, but once those tropes kept happening and happening.
It even had the traditional beach episode.
Oh my god, that is just anime. That's traditional anime.
But like sometimes they do it right. Love is War did it right.
I've not watched it yet, but I heard it's like
They had
top.
a good OVA because it was just great. Because
OVA, really?
Yeah,
Even
'cause,
OVA is like nobody cares about.
no, because like it's Love is War, so it's like overly comedic rom com. But like it did it wherein like they were literally referencing stuff and like because Ishigami, what was his name? The loner dude.
I've never watched it before. I've never watched Love is War. But I know who you're talking about though. The emo guy.
Yeah. Anywho, before I burn this place with us in it.
Sounds like a
So
personal
he was like literally mentioning in a manga about like different like anime tropes where like the ecchi stuff, if you will.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then
yeah.
like it's like doing that in the OVA with Chica and what's her face.
Oh god.
It was great.
Chica is I just know Chica because of the memes that come from her.
She got big boobs.
Big booba. But I'm thinking of there's this YouTuber called Flex Force, or I can't remember his name, but he makes YouTube videos called Flex Force. And one of the big things is this Chica, he edits into there. I'll show you the video sometimes. I highly recommend anybody who doesn't know about Flex Force or Flex Air, I believe it's called. It's a whole series, 8 videos. It's made by this Russian guy. And so there's like Russian memes with American, like worldwide, or American memes too. It is just peak internet. I can't even say comedy because some people won't find it funny.
It's peak internet.
Peak
That's
internet.
a good description. I'm
That's
not
the best way
gonna
to put
lie.
it. It's just peak internet. It is internet to a core, but I love it just how, again, absurd. Like we're talking about the 100 Girlfriends. I love the absurdity of it. That's what makes it so great. So going back to the 100 Girlfriends, let's talk about the fourth wall breaks.
Oh my God.
You even saw in the first book, the fourth wall breaks.
It legit breaks the fourth wall more than Deadpool.
Yes.
And
it
that's
really
saying
does.
a lot.
Because Deadpool, he's like jumped from page to page. I mean, okay, this thing does too. Yeah, basically anything Deadpool's done, they've done it or even topped them.
They literally had a moment where
More than
it's
Gwenpool.
like...
You know about Gwenpool, right?
Wait, what?
Gwenpool? You don't know Gwenpool? Gwenpool is
Gwen from Spider-Man?
No. Gwenpool is a character, it's a blonde though, too.
Oh,
but,
it's the gender or the female version of Deadpool.
But there's a thing with her. The reason she's even there, because she's in the same universe as that same Deadpool. But she's transported from a world that actually reads comics, and she's a comic nerd who's transported to the comic book like universe.
I love Deadpool.
Yes, she's transported there, so she knows everything about everybody, every single comic book hero, and everything comic book wise. It is.
She's just a female version of Deadpool.
Yes, but
That's
more
all
so.
she is.
More so. Like, more so than Deadpool, because Deadpool grew up in the comic universe. She grew up outside, like, basically in our universe.
Okay.
Is what's implied.
Okay.
Not implied, but shown.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And she breaks her fourth wall. She literally like, talks to herself through panels, looks over panels, like, looks down to herself. And yeah, all that stuff.
That's so cool.
But they do the same thing in 100 Girlfriends. Like, literally, there's this is slight spoilers, but I feel like it has to be mentioned because just how stupid it was.
No, there was actually one in the first volume with it was, I think it was a tsundere girl. And there's a tsundere immediately.
Oh yeah, she's one of the best in my opinion.
She's like the
top tier.
I wouldn't even say first because they're like technically both the first.
So first, I call them because yeah,
sure. And like she basically has this scowl, and she's like, "Don't make that face. You're gonna have a whole manga panel with your scowl." And it's like, why is this a thing,
dude? That's at the peak. That's like bare minimum for them at this point.
I know. I've only touched the bottom.
You
of the
have. I have to at least describe this one. So they meet one of my favorite tropes in anime, and that is the drunk waifu. And they introduced finally a drunken waifu, and I immediately favorite character already. So point being is that for that they want to, right now for how many girlfriends they have. Each time they introduce a new girlfriend, they have a little like kind of thing that kind of, or what do you call it, event that happens that's kind of based around them. One of them was a gardening. One of them was, doing gal stuff. They have a gal.
They have a gal?
Yeah, there's a gal.
Ooh.
But anyways, you get the point. Right?
Yeah.
For her, they're like, oh, we have to do something. I wish we could all just like drink together and drink, because they're all supposed to be like first years in high school. I wish we could all drink together. She's like, man, I wish we could too. And then one of them, you're gonna meet her later. I think either in this one or next one. But there's this another original who makes potions and stuff. It's drugs. Yeah, drugs. That's what she calls them. Yeah. You'll get there. But she's like, I have this drug that can make you all feel like you're drunk, but you're not drunk. And then they're like, yeah, let's do it. I'm so excited for tomorrow. We're all going to drink this potion. It'll be so much fun together, but we won't actually be drinking at all because we're all underage, right? No, it gets better. They all go to sleep, and then it shows the main character go to sleep. And then it has this outline of a character. It says the big, what was it? The big hoss or something like that. Something to that kind of...
Big Hoss from the Dukes of Hazzard?
Like Big Hoss, like Big Boss, but not really, the same boss.
Okay.
Like, and it's like the big boss says to the main character, you cannot do that. You cannot have any, like, even like pretending you're drunk, well, not pretending you're drunk, but any like reference to even being close to being actually drunk. It's like, but the girls are looking forward to this so much. And he's like, no.
Wait, the god?
Not even. It literally talks about the business, like a business CEO saying no can do. Literally.
I feel like that was just a representation of what the author went through.
Yes, it literally was. That literally is what happened, basically.
Oh my god.
But so the guy was like, but the girls look for it. And he's like, no. So they all get back to like, they all apparently had the same dream with the same guy, but they tried to deal with it in different ways. They didn't go through everything.
What the hell?
Yeah, they all had the same dream saying, yeah, I got the same dream about the guy coming to me and saying, we can't do that tomorrow.
So I have a question.
Yes. There's more to this. But yes.
Very important question. Because, he is, him and like the first two girls that I've already been introduced to are all first years, right? Which is like freshmen in high school, basically.
Yes.
For Japan. I'm afraid to ask this question.
Oh, you should be. I know about your ask, and you should be very afraid.
Are any of them older than the age of 18?
Oh, yeah. One of them's the one of the first girls? One of them's her mom. Yeah, and then there's another one that's, the drug girl? One of them's her grandma. Oh, and then there's a couple who are in middle school and one that just graduated from elementary.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, and the one in elementary, she's his cousin.
Okay. Back. I'm trying so hard not to say it. Because I'm like Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys. I cannot express my confusion and shock right now without wanting to say it. But what the actual hell are you talking? Okay.
I'm not even kidding.
We need to backtrack real quick.
Yes, let's backtrack.
Okay.
Hit me up.
So let me get this straight. So druggy girl, right?
Druggy girl. Mm-hmm.
She's grandma. She's a gilf.
No, she's actually in high school. She's 18. But he has the zing with her grandma whenever he meets her parents. Yeah.
So, like, Grandma falls in love with him.
Yeah, but she looks like a child like her because of the immortality drug. I don't want to spoil a lot, but it doesn't matter.
That's
It's
a
a
little
stupid
bit
manga.
better. It's a little bit better.
It's a stupid manga. If you
Now-
get mad about this, I don't know what to express with you.
Now,
Yes, continue.
now, the elementary.
No, she's in middle school now, first year.
Middle school. Okay, fine. Whatever.
It's still like,
So a middle schooler falls in love with a high schooler.
oh, she's been in love with him for a while, but she never expressed it.
Of course there's that.
Oh, but they had the zing, so that's what happened. Also,
What the hell is Zing?
literally remember when they first like met him? You saw that on the panel, the
Oh.
zing. That's
Oh.
the zing.
Okay.
Yeah. But also it makes it
Okay.
worse with the middle school girl. One makes it worse.
It gets
Because
worse.
one, they're cousins, but two, the dad really wants her to be with him. It like proves it beyond proves it, like says, I'm so happy you guys are together. The uncle. Yeah. That's the only one I never been fully okay with. But I've dealt with it because she's kind of funny in her own
This
way.
dude literally read Kiss X Sis and was like, I should take from that.
Honestly,
and
I
learn
wouldn't be
from
surprised if
that.
somehow he has a sister and that just comes into the manga at
I
this point.
swear to Christ.
I would not be surprised.
I
Somehow has a strange sister by whatever means possible.
and you know what's gonna make it work? She's not blood related. There we go, folks. Problem crisis averted.
Honestly, that might happen because
Don't speak it into existence.
yeah.
Don't you dare speak it into existence.
I would not doubt it beyond this author. This author talks to the author talks basically through the manga to the illustrator who writes it. I mean, who draws everything. Literally, the author talks to them through it. It is some of the most absurd shit.
So I want-
anyways. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say earlier because I wanted to talk about this because it reminded me of something when you were talking about the thing that would make them like feel drunk. That all I could think of.
Right, we need to get back to that, 'cause
It was
there's more.
from that. It's the same anime we were talking about earlier because I watched a good chunk of it before I was like, what the hell is like? Because it kind of gets trashy by the second season. But
Most
there was
anime.
one episode where they're like having some sort of celebration. I don't remember what it was, like some like seasonal celebration type thing. But they were having all these chocolates.
Oh, those alcoholic chocolates. Yeah.
That's all I could think of because they.
What
had,
is
like,
that from? What anime are you thinking of?
It's the same one we were talking about. The one we can't remember the name of the lot.
That was that. I never saw that episode then.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
well,
really
that's
care.
a common thing because obviously they're not going to show children drinking.
No.
So they have accidental liquor candy,
Yeah.
which I've never had before. But anyways,
Oh, it ain't.
yeah.
It ain't.
Or no, wait, I have had that long time ago. Anywho, but that's like the only thing I can think of because it's just like that running anime rom-com trope typically where like
Oh no, she actually got drunk and then she kind of confesses, but he
it
misses it.
immediately. No, this one drove the nail right, just one smack in and said, "Let's kick it up 5 notches and just have them almost come on to the guy." Like they were wearing like kimonos and stuff, and it's like showing shoulder. It's like coming down. They're like sloppy. They're acting sloppy
Showing
drunk.
Shoulder.
No, well, like you know what I'm saying? Like they're doing like a
Yeah,
sloppy drunk.
I know.
And just like it's like, okay, what is happening? You had 2 of them.
And then he's like, "Oh, I can't do that. I it's indecent. It's indecent."
He's completely sober too.
Yeah. But with this one, what they did, he's like, "All right, I know how to beat this, guys. Here's how we're gonna do it." God, I'm just remembering this whole like section of the manga. It is some of the stupidest shit I've ever read in my life, and I love it. So he's like, first of all, we're gonna all go to her the mansion because the one pink hair girl or one girl who's like you meet in the first.
Of course, there's
rich.
a pink hair rich girl.
Well, yeah, you already met her.
Wait, the big titty one?
Yeah,
Well, I don't.
I know.
Oh wait, yeah, it is on the cover.
I don't really care
It's
about
on the
spoiling
cover
it because
yeah.
you're gonna read it anyways because just how stupid it is. And it's great.
I'm probably gonna forget anyways.
Exactly.
All honesty.
But they're like, okay, let's go to her mansion, to her house, and we're all gonna have a good time. But they're like, we can't drink alcohol. But it's like, it's okay. I found a way around this. I'm trying to remember all the steps he went through. So it's like a 10-step process he did. A 10-step process.
Rolls out a freaking plan.
I basically what happened, but
It's like, here's the plan, guys. You're gonna go.
basically what happened. But so first of all, if I remember correctly, he's like, we're all gonna be drinking we're all gonna be drinking warmed we're gonna be drinking cold drinks, very cold, ice cold drinks. First of all, okay, cool. That's step one. Like, okay, cool. And then second of all, we're gonna turn the heat up in the house. So it's like we're drinking ice cold heat. So we're gonna start hiccuping, and everything's gonna be like kind of a hiccup. Yeah, I don't know where the logic's coming from, but cool, whatever.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Then he's like, now everybody say a tongue twister I have for you. So you start, for some reason, the way it works now, whenever they have a tongue twister, now they're going to be slurring their words after they do the tongue twister so many times. They're starting to slur their words. He's like, okay, cool. Now, what do you do afterwards? Oh, yeah, because the heat up now is they're all blushing a little bit now, too.
And they've got some sweat. Like
Yep. They didn't mention the sweat part, by the way. That was never mentioned at all. What else did he do? I'm trying to remember everything else he did. Gosh, I can't remember the rest. You can just read it. But the one last part, the last thing he pulls out, he says, and just to make sure we can get this manga out or something, he says something to. He says he pulls out a written text saying for each panel we're gonna put this on. It says no alcohol was consumed in this panel at all. So after that, you just see under each panel at the bottom, each panel, not each page, each panel, no alcohol is consumed in this manga.
Dude really just looked at the underseat and said, I will raise your bet.
He literally did.
I'm going to call your bluff.
He went through so many loopholes
He was
just to pull it off.
I feel like it wasn't even like he wanted to do this. It was more the fact that he was probably told by somebody, like, whoever's funding, him and like publishing.
I wouldn't
his
even
work.
say that.
Like, I feel like it was just like, I can't do. Now I am going to do this, and you can't stop me because there's nothing you can do to stop me.
That's what it feels like. But at the same time, it's like, imagine if they couldn't do it and they just skipped over the drunk girl. You know how many people like me would be pissed off?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be mad. I'd be like, my best character, you just have to skip her. I mean, I'd be like, I understand. I can't blame the author or illustrator for it. But I'd be like, anger. But no, they pulled it off, and it's my favorite chapter so far, just because how just
over the top he went.
I don't know how they pulled it off and just got it through. Just because they did all act drunk towards it. Like, they acted drunk. Even the morning after, they realize, oh shoot, I made some embarrassing mistakes last night. Like, acting like
how I am when I'm like, oh
yeah,
god, I did
man.
that while I was trashed. Oh my lord,
Yeah,
I can't believe
that.
I sent drunk texts like that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Exactly like that. And I'm sitting like, how?
I want to envision that he's like, hey, I got this new chapter written, and they're like, oh okay, because I know it's got to go through a review.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
Before they even draw anything, before even the first panel's drawn.
And I feel like they were just sitting at it, and they're just reading it, and they're like realizing that there's nothing technically wrong with this, and the author is just sitting there with a shit-eating grin.
Yeah, it's like,
go ahead, try
me.
Try me, bitch.
I will disprove everything you say.
I followed all the rules and got what I wanted.
Literally to a T. To a T.
So here's what I'm curious, right?
Yeah.
Because there's just so much variety available with something like this, because he's got to get 100 soulmates.
I've not gone through this chapter yet, but apparently they have a Neko one now. A girl with cat ears. I've not gone there yet, but I'm excited. I saw a snippet of it from online. But anyways, yes. My point being is, yes, you're right.
So, because there was this one anime, it was something like, "Would you fall in love with a cutie even if she was a pervert?"
What?
You've never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
So this is some of the wildest shit I've ever seen. Basically, the whole premise is this dude is left a love letter with a girl's panties in his locker. I'm not kidding.
This is already really weird, but okay.
It's a really weird anime, and it's got a really weird ending. Anywho, we'll watch it sometime.
I thought Kiss XX was weird.
I mean, no, it's not that level.
Okay.
It's surprisingly enough. It's just got a really weird start, but we'll watch it. It's got 1 season. It's one season.
Cool.
It finishes in 1 season. But like, there's like all these girls who he's like trying to figure out who was the one that left the Cinderella panties. Basically, I'm not kidding you. They literally use that analogy with like Cinderella.
They use a lot of Western analogies, I've realized. A lot more.
I just wish they hadn't done that with panties. But like every girl he meets is like a just perverted in some way. Some less than others. I will say there was like one girl that was just into like body smells and stuff, and like that's kind of normal because like pheromones and stuff like that.
That's fair. Yeah,
that's a
actually
little.
true.
It was
That's
a little
proven.
weird sometimes because she was like sniffing like she was in a really like body odor like deep into
Oh,
it.
ew.
Yeah,
Ew,
but like
that part.
it's like kind of. Look, it's more justifiable than some of the stuff I'm about to tell you. There was one girl that was so masochist that she wanted to be treated like a dog. Like literally collar and leash.
No, don't go any further, please.
I can't even remember the rest. That's just the one that stuck in my head the most.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
Because it was like so early on too. It was just like you just left traumatized after that.
I think that was just setting a standard, saying, "Hey, this is what's going to happen."
Yeah,
Prepare for it.
basically. So my question is there any like crazy ass girls that are like that?
They're all fucking crazy. And they're
Well, like-
oh
like,
no, wait. I don't have to worry about that. I have to beat myself out, but I just said it. Anyways, yes, there is some. They're all crazy in their own right to a degree. It depends what you consider crazy.
But like masochist, like kinky.
Oh,
Crazy.
one of them is. Like one of them loves being hit with a baseball bat. Like they other girls would hit her for because she's like begging for it. Yeah.
I know what I'm reading.
Oh no.
Come
Hello,
on,
911.
Dude, darkness is my wife.
Oh, I
What do you-
forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I have problems.
Yeah, don't we all, bud?
Well, like, would you say that it contains pretty much every?
So far, if you can think of a trope, they have literally a mommy trope too.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you'll get there soon. She's like one of the
Nice.
first kind of chapters.
But
not
like,
first.
I mean, is it like actual mommy or is it just like?
it's more than
mommy?
that. She likes changing diapers. She
Oh.
It's one of the first. Yeah, I'm gonna just spoil it for you. You ready for who it is? You wanna know who it is?
No, I want to find this out. I want to experience this on my own.
Yeah.
Because when I said mommy, I'm thinking like MILF. I'm talking like MILF.
Oh, she is.
No, I didn't mean that.
Oh
bro.
no, she's more than just a milf. Yeah.
I wasn't talking like age play type shit.
Oh, not even
I'm-
that. It's not even the age play. She loves having kids. Like she only has one kid, but she loves taking care of them and
Okay.
more than is necessary. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. I'm not gonna say anymore
God,
if you don't want it spoiled.
I don't. I want to experience that on my
I think
own.
that's either in this one you're reading or the next one.
Jesus. Oh my
So
god.
you might have to read that on your own.
It really, and they even got the American trope. I remember that.
She's my favorite. She's my second favorite. She's my second favorite.
I remember that because you said a few
I've
photos
sent
of that.
so many.
Yes, you have.
Literally, one of my favorite photos. I think I will put it up on Drunken Story because it's one of my favorite photos from the manga. It's literally her confronting her family, saying, "I'm gonna bleep this out, but I deserve it. Fuck you." It is the most adorable yet funniest things ever.
I mean, anyone.
and I love
with,
sending
like,
that picture to you guys. Honestly,
Anyone with like a broken, they could be yelling at me, and if like I heard like a broken Asian girl, like okay, whoa, hold up,
are you sure you want to say this? Are you sure you want to say this on a podcast?
broken English accent from an Asian girl saying that to me, I would just be like, you're adorable.
Honestly, I feel like that. I've heard that's like how they think of us whenever you try to speak Japanese to them. It's like almost like broken.
Yeah.
Like it's like cute.
Yeah.
To them. Yeah. That's what I've heard. So I guess I'll find that out pretty soon, won't I? Yeah. Dude, only about what? Yeah. I guess I'm interested. I'll be in Japan.
yeah.
So we're recording our next episode next week for the end of this month, or I'll be in Japan from
Buckle up, buddy.
Oh gosh. Yeah. September 14th through October 3rd. So I'll be experiencing them, and I've been practicing Japanese for about almost a year now. I'm not good at it, but I survive. So I'll be that broken English.
Just find an American otaku and you'll be fine.
No. I just want to have friends.
You will have friends with American tacos.
We'll see.
Probably
But point
bang
being,
one of them.
I'm excited, yet I know I'm going to be oh my God, he's so cute because he doesn't know how to speak Japanese. He speaks it so badly.
I'd take what you can get, bud. That's what I would say.
Oh my God.
Look, do I care? Are you kind of degrading me or belittling me? Yeah. Are you patronizing me? Yeah.
Not
Do I
really.
care? No.
I want to say they're like how we think of them whenever they speak like broken English. It's not like I don't think any less of them. It's
No,
like,
no.
You're trying your best, and it's just kind of cute seeing you trying your best.
I want you to say that to an old Asian man.
I'll say it, but they try to speak like what?
Come
I say
to the
it
casino.
You know what? I'll say it to Taco. I'll say it to Taco sometime.
No, no, that's not nearly as bad as some of the accents that are at the casino. I am not kidding you. I am not kidding you. I don't know what it is about casinos. This is very off topic. But, like, we get, like, I don't want to sound racist, but, like, we get a lot of Asian players in casinos. But it's not, like, it sounds like they didn't grow up in the States. They have a very thick accent of broken English. And you meet like one or two that have a very like just American accent, I guess. Not normal accent, but like American, like English is clearly their first language.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's weird because I've just never encountered that many Asians with such a thick accent.
We can barely understand them.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Sometimes I legit have to go say that one more time. Okay, say it again. For the love of God, please repeat it again. I think it'd be easier if I just learned your language at this point.
I think it'd be easier if you have your phone and you just have Google Translate and say, please.
Speak your native language. This is just screw it.
Yeah,
screw
at
it.
this point. You guys need actually it'd be really smart if you got like translators or something, like a phone that couldn't do anything else but
Do you know
translate.
how many we would need in that casino?
Yeah.
We'd need them at the baccarat tables, blackjack tables, craps tables. We need them in like at least 8 different pits. Like, you don't realize how many we would need.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When I say we have a lot of Asian people come through the casino, it's a big thing. I don't know what it is.
Usually it's because it's like banned over there, typically.
In a lot of Asian countries, yes, gambling is prohibited. It's now legal in Japan. But like, it's a very big clientele. Mm-hmm. Like, you wouldn't think because of our location that would be a huge part of our clientele, but it is a surprisingly large amount of our clientele are Asian Americans with a very heavy accent.
Yeah.
Nothing against them. I'm not talking shit. It's just, it's surprising to see how many are there.
Is what it is.
And they're not bad people. They're great players. I just can't when you're doing craps and when you have to do a verbal bet, it's just hard because it's like I'm getting frustrated, not at you. It's just I don't know what I need to do for you, and I'm trying to do this now.
Yeah, it's very fast paced.
Yes.
But anyways,
So
getting
yeah,
back,
God, we went off track so far.
there's only you.
We speak in French.
Bonjour, oui. Anyways, going back to the 100 Girlfriends, I'm excited to see how far they take the fourth wall breaks. I'm so excited, and especially I've seen at least a little bit of whenever you first see the love god come out of the shrine. I love that scene. I've seen it animated almost a little bit. It is hilarious.
My favorite thing out of all of that was when the kid was like, "If you're lying, I will burn this like the shrine down." And he's like, "Jeez," he like called him a zoomer. And I forgot
about that.
I lost it. Lost it at that one. I'm like, they did not just use the word zoomer in this manga.
I think it might have been some kind of translation
It's
thing.
got to be because Nagatoro has used the word sus before.
Yeah, and that's probably because translators are Japanese and English translators are usually kind of stupid, typically.
Yeah.
So take it with a grain of salt, but nonetheless, it's funny.
But it was
nonetheless.
I feel like if the author knew about the word zoomer, he would have used it.
Oh,
he would be like, use that word.
Guaranteed.
Please use that word.
No, he would have done it anyways. He would have somehow found a way to be able to use it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at them being quote unquote intoxicated. He would have found a way. If he could find a way to be
Zoomer is not beneath him.
No. That is the peak of the iceberg. But anyways, I think that's where we can leave it off for now because I had to describe the manga because the anime is coming out and I think anybody who's listening to this needs to watch that anime just because how stupid it is and I need to get it out.
I feel like it's one of those like
nice job.
Oh, that was my shin. I feel like it's like one of those like not. I wouldn't say trash shows because you know how you get like your trash rom.
It is.
Trash.
It's a trash.
But like it's trash in a good way.
It's what do you call it? Junk food.
Yes.
It's junk food
Yes,
anime.
it's junk food.
Junk food anime.
rom-com. And I think that it's just one of those animes where it's like, this is so stupid. But I'm gonna ride this out. I'm here for the ride.
The animes that are stupid and know they're stupid are the best ones. If they don't know they're stupid and take themselves too seriously, I immediately just don't, I don't finish it. I'm like done. If you like take yourself too seriously when you know your concept is bare bones, I'm out.
Yeah.
If they took this one too seriously, I'd be like,
You lost me.
You lost
yeah,
me.
Yeah.
The 100 girlfriends who really love you, you're really trying to make this something serious?
This is not supposed to be serious.
No, this is stupid beyond stupid, and I am all there for it.
Yep, I am here
it
till
knows.
the end. I want to see this bitch.
You need to
roll.
read it. You need to read it.
I'm going to. I am. Yeah. I just
At
gotta
least
like
get to my waifu. Get to my waifu.
It's hard sometimes because some parts are really.
I actually just showed you tonight. There's a whole 2 pages of the manga that is just
just
literal
words.
text.
It's like
Because
I would say an inch and a half width of like actual like panel of like just art, like but the full page by 1.5 inch of just the like the character, and then the rest is just all
Not even a
text.
full page, like maybe a third of a page.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like an inch and a half.
Oh,
of, like,
yeah,
width.
yeah.
But it's like the whole like top page, but then the rest is just, and then there's an entire page of just text.
2 pages. 2.
There's another one after that.
Oh no, like that's all.
That's what I'm saying.
if you
Yeah,
spread it
I know.
out.
I know. That's what I'm saying is that you got that little smidgen right there of the character, and then text on the entire rest of the other page.
And that's just him describing to his girlfriends why he loves the current ones he had at the time. Yeah, I think that was either 12 or
I'm not
15.
gonna lie. I gotta give G props because like the whole premise is that he can't reject them because like they'll die
alone, yeah.
essentially, and like at first he thinks that I can just basically 2-time them and just date one.
Not even 2 time. He's like it's described more, but I need to explain it now because otherwise people might get the wrong idea. He doesn't feel like it's not that he's 2-timing. It's just more of he has what the manga says, too much like a bottomless heart of love because he's been rejected 100 times, which is the stupidest thing ever, and I love it. He's like, literally his first time being rejected when he's 8 months old. Yeah, that's in the first pages.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, in the first pages, he describes the guy's like, yeah, "This is your 100th rejection. How? You just graduated middle school." Well, it all started when I was 8 months old.
It all started the day I was born.
Actually,
Basically, actually.
I thought we're cheers.
Oh well,
You're-
to like women, being rejected and just having
I
so much love
can
to
definitely
give
do
other
that.
people.
I don't talk to women.
I do.
Can't
As a
relate.
person, I've grown as a person. But anyways, like I love that. That was like actually like a really cool moment of him as a character because he was just like, no, I'm gonna be honest with you two, and say that I truly love both of you. And I was like, you know what? I respect that. You're at least honest with that.
Oh yeah, that's how he does it with all the girlfriends.
And I respect
every time he introduces a new one, he's like sweating bullets the whole
Oh well,
time.
yeah, I would be too.
He's like, so that's how it literally is. This is how he does it every time. This is the quote every single time. So that's how it's happened. And let me introduce you to my new
It's got a
girlfriend.
bulletproof vest on.
Not even.
It's got
It's
Kevlar.
funny because all the girls are like every time all the girls are extremely excited. Like, oh, new one.
Welcome.
Literally, they call him. I think whatever his name is. Family. That's what they're called. I cannot remember his name for the life of me because
His last name, basically, yeah.
I know, but it's Kataru family, the Kataru family. That's what they call themselves.
Welcome to the family. We all bang.
They don't. That's the thing.
I know. I'm being sarcastic.
I know. I'm just saying.
They're children. I hope to God I don't see banging. Don't look at me like that. Don't. No. Let me find out the hard way.
I'm gonna let you find out the hard way. There's times I've been like, how that's worse than what you've done for, the drunk shit. But how'd you get away with this scot-free? What? Japan, please. I mean, I get it's different cultures, but God, come on.
Take a chill pill.
Please.
Pop a Valium and come back later. For the love of God.
But yeah, so I think we're going to leave it off right there.
I have to.
For 100 Girlfriends. Please look forward to it. I'll be watching it whenever it comes out.
I'm
and we'll probably be watching on the big screen here. But anyways, I think we're going to take a short bathroom break and an intermission.
Yeah.
So we'll catch you guys soon.
All right.
All right, I think we're back. God, I'm just thinking of a wooga.
Ooga. Anyways, folks.
That makes me think of my grandpa's old Model A because it literally goes. It goes.
Yeah, that old. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's literally the sound I think that those old cartoons make. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
It was
same.
the old like Model T.
But Model A.
Well,
Model A.
the 1950s roaring.
That's not 1950s. That's 1920s and 1930s. 1950s had the Chevys and Cadillacs and all that fun stuff.
Nerd.
No, it's just my grandpa was very into cars, and then my brother was into cars, and then it's one of those things where you hear it so often it kind of gets drilled into you whether you like it or not.
My grandpa was into drinking.
Yeah, I wonder how we got here then, bud.
I don't know.
Huh. It's funny how things work out.
I know, right?
I don't know how I got here. My grandpa never touched alcohol in his life.
My entire
Actually, I know where he got it from.
my
mom.
entire family is my father's family is just drinkers.
Yeah.
My grandma used to drink whiskey all the time.
I'm pretty sure I just got this all from my mom. Like, I love my mom. She never did anything wrong to me, but it's like she was the drinker. Yeah,
Shit just got dark.
No, not like that. Like in high school and college, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
She was a partier.
Oh, okay.
Whereas my dad and my grandpa and grandma's on both sides, they didn't drink at all.
Oh, wow.
At all. So I guess my mom's influence just that heavy, huh? Mom, you got some explaining to do, huh?
Wait,
guess I'll be calling you later.
Is your mom is like that where the Scottish comes from in your family?
I actually don't know. Genuinely, I don't know because I know my Native American, my great grandma was 100% Native American.
But
no, great grandma.
Dad's side or your mom's side?
My mom's side. So that's why I don't know. 100% Native American, by the way. 100%. I think Cherokee? Oh, I see now. Yes, that would actually make sense. Actually, that thing starting to add up. Because my grandpa's dad was an alcoholic, and that's why he never touched alcohol. Wow. That actually adds up pretty well. Well, thanks, I think grandma? Yeah, grandma.
Anywho, retro gaming.
Retro, or you just want to say childhood? Because
Childhood, yes.
I don't.
needed to change
know
the
it is-
topic before
I
I
know it is retro.
stroked.
I know it is
Oh
retro
my god,
technically
yeah.
nowadays, but it is our childhood.
It is. Our childhood is considered retro.
Retro,
now.
yeah.
If you're born in 90s at all now, it is considered retro.
That's sad.
So, but I'm talking more. I'm not even talking like the 360 and the PS3 era. I'm talking like old school, like GameCube.
What I have over there in
Yeah,
64
literally-
GameCube.
Literally that.
Yeah.
Literally that PS2, Xbox era.
The Wii. I guess not really. Kind of. It's on the edge.
That's like
Because it goes
right.
in,
It's
it
still
goes
in retro.
into the PS2.
Yeah,
in the
it's
PS3
still
era.
retro. It's still retro. I mean,
Kind
it's still
of.
considered retro.
Kind of. It's on the edge.
No,
It's on the edge.
No, it's
No, I say
considered-
it's on the edge.
It came out during the 360 era.
Is it 360 retro?
Yes.
Really? Huh. I thought you said it wasn't. I
No,
thought you
it
said.
is.
Huh.
The 360 is now considered retro.
Really?
Yes, it's starting to go into the retro era.
I don't want to believe that.
I know.
Not yet.
I know.
Give me
bud.
like at least 5 more years.
I know,
Give me
but
5 more years. I'll be
I
okay.
know, but yeah, I thought we talk about like our fondest childhood memories with gaming. Because I don't know about you, but for me, gaming was like a big part of my life. Because,
I'm a game designer. I went to college for it. I wonder if that had anything to do with it.
But like for me, like I had so many memories with like my friends on like online, and like just like playing games like split screen and stuff. Because like nowadays there's not even split screen isn't a thing anymore. You can't even
Not
play
as much.
You can't even play COD split screen anymore.
Wait, seriously?
It's broken as hell. So just to give you an idea, so you know how like big split screen gaming was when we were kids? It was like the big thing.
No shit, Sherlock.
Anywho, before I say a rule breaker, so when I was on ROM, restriction of movement for travel,
Just say quarantine.
it was technically quarantine, but it wasn't because I was sick. It was just because I
The
moved.
same difference.
It was
Same
just as stupid.
difference.
It was just as stupid. Anywho, irrelevant. But I brought my Xbox with me when I went to that next command in the Navy. And it was like when Cold War was still kind of relevant.
Oh, kind of. I never only like the farthest I got with COD was MW2.
Yeah. But like that's how recent it was, basically.
No, not MW2. 3. MW3.
Okay, still. So my roommate was like I was on ROM with. He was like, dude, do you mind if I join you? I was like, you know what, dude? I'm bored out of my mind. You're bored out of your mind. Screw it, man. Let's play some zombies together.
Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah, it sounded
Zombies
like
was so much fun together.
yes.
So much fun.
I couldn't tell you how many points I had because of how condensed everything was. I will show you at some point how bad split screen was, but it was so hard to see. Now, mind you, this
How big
was
the screen?
about the size of my monitor.
That would make sense then, because like imagine if you had it on something like that.
It's still,
the
though,
edge.
it was stupidly condensed. It wasn't like a small image. Everything was like squeezed down.
I don't want to blame that on the game yet. I just can't yet.
It was just like, because I could tell it wasn't that because like when I played it, it wasn't that small. Everything was pretty easy to see. But like when you got split screen involved, it's like, it almost felt like it couldn't handle it. It almost felt like it couldn't handle it. And it's not just me too. I've seen that with a lot of like the people that grew up like us with like playing split screen COD. It's just like it's not a thing anymore. It's not a big thing. It doesn't really. They didn't put as much effort into making it work well.
I feel like because I played split screen on newer CODs at Dub's place, right? With zombies.
That was still old. That was Black Ops 3. That's still old COD. Black Ops 3 came out like before I graduated.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then yeah, let's do it on. If you can pull it up, we'll do it.
I will do that, and I will
tonight.
show you. Not tonight. It's way too big of a game to download. It's like a 200 gigabyte game.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But anyways, so that's just kind of sad to see that like now split screen really isn't a thing because that was like such a huge thing in my childhood.
I can agree. I won't. I still can't agree that it was just didn't look as good. I can agree though that split screen has. Or any kind of local hosting game is dead.
Yeah.
I mean, the newest one to come out that's not even online related is Baldur's Gate 3. I know we talked about it last time, but it's true.
I did play it, and it is fun.
Yeah, you played like 2 minutes of it, and you haven't played it since.
I haven't gotten enough of hyper fixation on it. But it's also hard for me to get into like over top view games. I have to like dedicate into it. It's hard. But visually, oh my lord. And just like how free it is, it's a D&D game. It's a D&D game.
I definitely will play it then sometime.
Yes,
because
it's a true D&D game.
Down my alley.
It is a true D&D game. But I grew up in when like with split screen games and like co-op games were like a thing where it wasn't like you had to be online. It was like you had those games where it was like it was meant that if you played with somebody, you guys were chilling in the living room or in your bedroom, playing online. Your parents are trying to get you outside type thing. And some of my biggest games are like not even big name. Well, some of them are. Lego Star Wars.
Oh, yes.
One of the big ones.
I actually have that on the GameCube right now.
I have that too. You have the first. No, I have the
first one. No,
I have the one for the GameCube. No, I have the one for the PlayStation. That's right.
I have the first
You've got
one.
the first one for the GameCube. I've got the first one for the PlayStation.
And then I had the complete series after that for the DS. And I feel like I had it for the Wii as well. I'll have to figure out find that later.
Me and my buddy, the complete saga. We would always play that whenever I'd go over to his place on the Wii. Yep.
Dude, I always loved playing with Chewbacca just because my friends and I would call him the crazy man.
Because he would pull the heads off.
It was that and just it was just so weird. I don't know why. We were stupid. We were kids.
Yeah, of course.
Anything we could make up, we would just do stupid stuff with. But point being, it was just so much fun playing Lego Star Wars, and I did that by myself. I actually played the game by myself because I liked it that much.
Oh yeah, Lego Star Wars is the
and even the newer one, the new one.
The newer one, oh my god. Okay, they knew who they were selling to.
Oh yeah, of course.
They knew they were.
They even have cheat codes and everything, like classic cheat codes.
And that what's funny is so they have the voice acting.
I still don't like the voice acting. I like classic.
Guess what they introduced?
Did they? Oh,
Mumble mode. That was in the trailer.
I did not see that.
because they were like, now, this is for the young generation. Now, for all of you adults who have a paycheck, come with us. Come with me. And
Don't you start
we'll
singing. You can't sing.
But it was legit just a nostalgia moment where they knew who they were selling to. It's like, okay, so this is... You remember how they used to just make noises? We got you. We got you, bro. Come on.
right.
We'll get you.
I don't know why I haven't bought it yet.
It's on the Game Pass.
I
have it downloaded.
Though. One on my computer.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I could probably play on that. We have a computer that actually records everything.
Oh, the wheel and all that.
The wheel and all that, but it's actually a computer I built whenever I was younger. And I bet you that could run that pretty well. It has a 1070.
Probably. It's not that high of a demand.
No, it's not.
But anywho, but Lego Star Wars is definitely like a big, like solid
Top tier
game in my childhood. Like all the Lego games, really.
Oh, have you ever played? Speaking of Lego games, I have one for N64 here. We'll have to play sometime. It is Lego Racers.
I played that.
It's a very underground game.
Yes, it was.
It still is.
Y'all want to feel old? We rented that once from Blockbuster.
Oh gosh.
For the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
So I played a little bit of, because obviously, it was Blockbuster.
Wait, we had it on PlayStation 2.
Well, no. We rented it from Blockbuster when I was a kid.
No, they had it on PlayStation 2? I thought it was only Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea.
Because that's what we had. That's what I had growing up. That was my console when I was growing up. Surprisingly enough. Because I know I have so many Xbox stuff. I grew up with the PlayStation 2.
Well, I've been drinking tonight, so I definitely want to start driving. So if you want to play that later tonight, I'm down to play some Lego Racers.
Oh my lord. Yes, I do remember playing. I played a little bit of that game, but there was this one game, and this is a very sort of like you said, underground game where it had a very niche market.
Yeah.
It was Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. It was on the GameCube. I don't think I have it.
I have something that's like that. It's not Nicktoons, it's Nickelodeon Battle Royale or something like kind of like.
No.
It's a bunch of mini games that you play together, and you have to like kind of complete the mini games and beat each other.
This was
really
a
hard.
whole story game.
That is. I've never heard of it. Yeah.
It had all the like the old school Nickelodeon characters like Timmy
Zim.
Turner. No, not that old school.
Wait, really? So it's kind of newer than the one I have.
Like early 2000s.
So yeah, Zim.
No, it had
Zim.
it had SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, Timmy Turner, Danny Phantom.
That's newer than. Yeah, that's newer.
Yeah,
Because one I had was with Rugrats, SpongeBob, Invader Zim. Who else? And a couple others, but yeah. More. Oh,
Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
Yeah, Cat Dog.
Cat Dog. That's a classic.
But yeah, it was like this whole like, because there was another game too where it was like actually a sequel. Yeah, Nicktoons like had like 2 games, but then they had like a third one, but I never played it as a kid because I was like, nah. I even knew I knew that like milking was like bad even as a child, but I played the hell out of Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island, and that was like me and my buddy Dan's favorite game to play as kids. We would play it all the time when I was living at my grandmother's as a kid. Like me and my dad lived upstairs. We'd play it all the time together. That was like one of my peak childhood games. I had it on the GameCube, and I loved playing that game. And like, oh my god, what was another? I used to play like NASCAR all the time on the PlayStation 2.
You just made me think about this. We had a NASCAR game, the GameCube. That was I forget which one, but you know what we did all the time as kids?
Crash.
Oh,
Go the wrong way.
Go the wrong. That's what I miss about because Mario Kart, you used to be able to just drive the wrong way as much as you wanted. Nowadays, they actually force you to drive the right way. It's like it kind of ruins. I get kind of why, but I still hate it.
Yeah,
it doesn't give you as much freedom. Yeah,
I loved doing that as a kid.
It was so stupid.
And then like, okay, so for the PlayStation 2, this is when like the era of when online gaming was becoming a thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was very prehistoric compared to now. But like, this was also when headsets started becoming a thing.
Oh,
for gaming, and so you could hook up a headset to the PlayStation 2. I can't remember. I want to say it was like NASCAR 08 or something like that. It was super old. And you could like communicate with your pit crew. And there was this really neat feature where you could get penalized for swearing. So So young me is just like swearing
course they
just
were.
for the sake of like seeing how it reacted. But then another a true classic, a true classic. This wasn't one I used to play with my friends, but I used to play this game all the time. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I played that once, and I actually got it for my PSP.
Oh, that's right. That's when they were porting everything to that.
Yes, I got it for my PSP. You can't replicate it. Just how good it was. I honestly, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was some of my favorite playing, and it's sad how Battlefront, that's run by EA.
I was so upset. I was so upset.
New Battlefront's not as good.
No. They, like, don't get me wrong. Okay, so nothing will replace the OG Battlefront 2. I will say Battlefront 1, I was there when it released. I remember when it came out. I was there. I played the beta.
The EA one.
Yes. And like Battlefront, like the EA one, the first Battlefront, that was trash. It was trash. I will give credit where credit is due. Battlefront 2 by EA was better, but it's still not comparable to the GOAT Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2, the older one,
Yes.
is peak.
Yes. Because it just had so much.
It was freedom. There's so much more freedom.
They're
You can
like-
unlock almost everything really quickly. You could pick who you want to play as. You didn't have to, remember the controversy, I think it's like 2016, 2017 with all the
the
loot
pay to
boxes?
win. The
Loot
pay to win.
boxes, yeah.
That was a whole
Well,
thing.
it's because of loot boxes specifically because it's like gambling for kids.
Yes.
Yes, but they didn't
But
have
then
that.
you get like overpowered characters and stuff like that. That's the whole pay to win thing. is
Exactly.
You get broken characters.
Exactly. So I had that, and it's just with Battlefront 2, the old one, you could just do whatever you want. Like
Yeah.
your class, you could do whatever you want with it. There's so much more freedom.
Dude,
you had more freedom to do anything you wanted.
And the
Whereas the newer one,
501st campaign was so freaking cool because you start out during the Clone Wars and then you go from everything. You basically go from like episode 2
yeah,
to like Revenge of the Sith type things. Like
Yep.
you go through the entirety of Star Wars through the eyes of a 501st soldier.
yep.
And that was super freaking cool. And then like you could play like from every game basically. Like you could play as a separatist, you could play as the I don't even know what they were called in like the first movie. You know what I'm talking about?
They were called separatists then.
No. The droids, yeah, but like the the humans or whatever you want to call it.
Anyways,
Yeah, but like you could play any type of way. You play as a rebel, stormtroopers, the clone troopers, the separatists, all of that. And I thought that was so cool. And then the space battles were awesome.
Oh my
like you could take
gosh.
out the individual turrets, and then like if you were
you
like
could actually play as the turrets too.
yes, and you could like repair them, and like there was so much
was
you
in
could do.
depth.
And then you could like charge into that ship, and you just be like destroying stuff, doming dudes.
Whereas the new one, they don't have that.
It's not as good.
No.
It's just I don't know. It's probably like a nostalgia filter, but it's like
Red tinted glasses.
honestly rose tinted glasses. Yeah, but like even then, like I went back and played like as an adult, played Battlefront 2.
Honestly,
and
we
it's
should do
just,
that sometime.
it's
That'd be a lot of fun.
as hell. It's fun as hell.
That would be fun. But so okay, let's actually get back to the topic.
Yes.
I know we went on a massive tangent, but I want to know what was your like out of everything you played as a kid, if you can remember, what was your favorite one? Your favorite game, and how would you describe it? How would you like just describe what it was?
I know I've talked about this before, but it's Dark Cloud.
I expected it, but I still want to say it.
The reason why is because it's like it's what set me up to love video games. It's realistically what set me up. I need to stop drinking this because I'm actually getting drunk. It's what like set me up. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
It's like what set me up to love video games. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that game is what started it all. My love for going on an adventure and like getting into a story and stuff like that. And I will never forget the day where when I learned how to play video games. Cause like I played like Super Mario 64 on like the N64.
Oh yeah, who hasn't?
And yeah, and other games too. Like there was like this tank game, there was a Star Wars game, but Dark Cloud, where I couldn't tell you the name to save my life right now. I know if I saw it, I'd be able to tell you that was it. But Dark Cloud was like the game that I just like was like I love this. And I think that's what set my standard for a good game.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, something that just gave you so much freedom. I think that's why I love RPG games so much. But what about you? I've actually never like known like what games like you loved playing growing up as a kid. I'm actually really curious.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite game, I actually kind of want you to kind of guess. So you already know how I love drinking and driving, you know. So what would be my favorite game, you think?
I would say if we're
As a
talking
kid.
like, yeah, as a kid, I would say The Simpsons Hit and Run.
No, surprisingly, but I loved playing that game.
I
Actually,
never
funny
got to play.
story.
I never got to play games like that as a kid.
I didn't either. I don't know how we got it or why my parents bought it for my brother, but they bought it for my brother somehow. But you know, all the games were in this cabinet I could get to. Yeah, and it was everything was downstairs, and they never went downstairs. So I played that. I played the hell out of the Simpsons Hit and Run. But no, surprisingly enough, Mario Kart Dash Double Dash is my favorite game of all time.
I knew that was like a big game, but I didn't know like how far back
Favorite
it
game
went.
of all time. I've wanted to make a recreation of it for a very long time. That's what inspired me to be a game designer. Yes. So, excuse me. Mario Kart Double Dash is one of the, I actually would say this, one of the toughest games to actually become good at. Because the way they created these carts, their suspension, their actual suspension on the wheels, it bounces for one. So it can be really wobbly, your cart, depending on what cart you have, for one.
Okay.
Two, depending on the tires, it can be depending on what cart you have, it can be kind of slicker. The tires are generally slicker. You know how typically in Mario Kart you kind of jump whenever you actually drift?
Yeah.
This one, there's no jumping. You just, so it's a little more complicated when you drift.
It's actual drifting.
Literal drifting.
I've actually done that, so I understand
Yes,
that.
it's literal drifting. So it's a little bit more complicated when it comes to that as well. For another thing. And then there's more on top of that when it comes to like how whenever you get hit by an item, you don't come to a complete stop. You kind of roll to a stop. Unless it's a blue shell. That's the only one that can.
Oh yeah.
That's the only one that'll stop you in your tracks. And then another thing, because it's double dash, this was the gimmick of the game.
Yeah, you could swap. I knew that you could like.
That was the main gimmick of the game, was that you had two people. And honestly, whenever I was a kid, I had never played. That was my first Mario Kart game ever. I had no idea about the other ones, so I expected them all to be just like this one.
Yeah.
And when I got other ones, like, oh, you only get to play as one character? That sucks.
Yeah.
I was thinking, damn, they really like
You'd
downgraded.
be surprised that they never made a remake or like a reboot at the very least.
So many people love that game.
I've heard it has a cult following. It's a lot like Dark Cloud, where it's like not everybody loves it, but like it's got a devout following.
It is devoted to a T. That's what I was thinking of.
It's got a cult following where like
anybody
who loves it loves it.
It is really well made, just from the what do you call it? Physics. Yeah, the physics are really good. Like as good as the Mario 64 physics. Mario 64 physics were peak at the time, and still to this day, game designers are taught to look at Mario 64 physics and how it works, because there's so many, like, speaking of Mario 64, there's so many different ways and combinations you can move Mario, with the flips, with whenever you jump, to where he sprints, to where he ground pounds, to where he actually, you know, this was unintended, the glitch where he was up the stairs.
So long, Bowser.
So long, Bowser. I actually don't know what he says there.
King Bowser, I think is what he said. I think that's like what he actually says.
So long, King Bowser.
So long, Bowser.
That sounds more realistic. Let's be real.
like
He's kind of gay.
But yeah, no, I think honestly though, like games like that, where they defined the gaming industry that we know today, I think that's a good like place for anyone to learn.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, this is how it started.
Yeah, that's actually what they taught us. One of our teachers who was in the game industry for like 20 years, he was with, who made Saints Row?
Oh, that's
Volition.
right.
He was with Volition for about 20, I think with Microsoft and Volition for about, or in the game industry, not with them for 20 years, but in the game industry for 20 years. But with Volition, he helped make Saints Row 2 through 4.
Oh, dude, 2 was
2 is peak.
2 is, okay, 3 is zany, but it does it right. But 2 is like, you want to be kind of like
you want to be in between.
Yes.
In between, but yet funny.
Yes.
Because
yes.
But then we have 4, and then he worked on, what was the other one that came after 4?
Get Out of Hell.
Not a Get Out of Hell. It was not Saints Row related. It was
Oh God.
Agents of Mayhem.
Yes,
He worked on
yes.
that. He worked on that as well, and then he came to teach us. Point being, he said,
Yeah, I'd walk away after all the after 4 Gat Out of Hell and Agents of Mayhem. I'd be like,
and
this
then
is better
the
than
brand new
anything.
Saints Row that they tried to reboot.
I almost bought. Okay, so real quick, so I was actually gonna buy that with a Best Buy gift card.
Oh no!
If I didn't have to spend real money on it, but I
Yeah.
only had so much left on it, and I like did the math, and I was like, if I
It's not
grab
worth
that, I'll have to use my actual money.
No,
Nope.
not worth it. Not worth
Back,
it. You would
back
have-
on the shelf you go.
Yes.
And it was like $30, brand new, $30.
It's bad.
And it was like, that's gonna go over. I actually want to grab this with my gift card. Yeah,
Nope.
You can go back. You can go back where you were. You can sit there and collect dust.
But anyways, what he was like looking at whenever you taught us how to do game design, we can go back. I know we've discussed this on a previous podcast of how Mario, the original Super Mario,
Yes,
worked.
64. Yeah.
No, not
Oh, you're talking
the
about like the
original
SNES.
Super Mario.
Oh, the NES.
I explained this before. I'll try to
vaguely
do a quick
remember,
recap just so you can get in your head. Whereas the original Mario, has no tutorial. The tutorial is you play the game, you find out the controls.
Yep.
You walk, you find out how to walk right to left. You realize you can't go back to the left that far, right? Because it unloads.
Yeah.
You know, behind the game scenes, but you don't know that. But then you see a Goomba. Oh no, you died to it. Then you realize, oh, I have to jump over it. Okay, cool. And then you go to the classic, everybody knows it. The 3 blocks. No, is it 3?
Yep.
4 or 5 blocks.
3 blocks.
But it has a 2 question box. So it has to be 1, 2,
No,
3,
it's
4, 5.
one
It's 5.
question block.
No, it has 2 on top. 2 on top. Above it. Above the 5. In the middle. Or is it 3? It's 3 or 2 or 3. Point being, let's get over that.
Yeah. Okay.
Point being, so after that, you're like, oh, I see these question marks blocks and they're moving. Okay, how do I get to them? Oh, I have to jump on. You somehow figure out, oh, I have to jump underneath them and get the mushroom. Oh, this mushroom looks like the Goomba. I have to jump over it, but they have it set up to where you try to jump over it, you hit the block above you, you jump down onto it, and you realize, oh, I just grew, so that's a power up. You're taught all of this in the beginning of the game, how to play and everything. Realistically, this is not possible today. Games are way too complicated.
Yeah. Oh,
to
yeah.
realize-
No.
To
no.
realistically
That
do
also came out with the NES. So
exactly. So point being, even though that's a great example of trying to teach without, it's what they say in movies. Whenever you create a movie, you show, don't tell.
Yes.
But nowadays, you genuinely kind of have to tell more often than not.
That's
Unfortunately, it's because games are much more complicated.
That is
detailed.
true, yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse. With Baldur's Gate, how would you figure out how to play any of the game
No.
without a small tutorial?
It gives you a small tutorial, and then it's just like, okay, you have your objective. Go figure it out. It actually tells you. It basically it tells you without telling you. Go figure it out. And you
that's-
just wander. You
That's how
genuinely
you play games.
just
That's
wander.
how you should.
Yeah.
Instead of being babied through games, yes.
Yeah.
But anyways, I know we got on tangent there with how to create Mario games, but that's
How to create Mario games.
That's literally how you
I
create
need
Mario
that
games.
tutorial. I need that
Or tutorials in
tutorial so
general.
hard. But absolutely too. And another thing too with like retro gaming. This is obviously not part of my childhood, but I think that's something that just I miss so much is that, and this kind of goes with the Wii too, because I grew up with like the Wii as well, because I didn't have like the PS3 or like the Xbox 360. I had the Wii first.
Yeah, same here.
And so I remember, you remember the NES Zapper?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You know what I did? I'm sorry. You're just making me remember this. As a kid, my friend and I, her and I would play a hockey game, NES hockey game.
Oh, NHL 98?
Something like that. I don't remember.
That had to be it, because that was the only one that was like,
It
no,
was free.
no.
It was free.
I can't remember, because they
doesn't
made
matter.
it for EA Play, and I can't
It doesn't
remember.
matter. Point being, this made me remind me of it because it was fun back in the day. We used to play it every now and then.
Yeah. I used to play a lot of NHL games as a kid too.
But yeah, anyways,
Makes
as you're
sense.
going on with the
Yes. So the way that the Zapper works is that this is back when like CRT
Yeah.
TVs were a thing.
Yeah.
That's how it would work. That's why you can't use it on a TV like nowadays with an LED TV. But I thought that looking back, that's such a great and such cool concept of how it worked. Reacting with the lights on the TV. But I think that the Wii brought that back a little bit. Because there were games that were like that. There was the hunting games Calibs. I know you.
No.
You would recognize it
If I saw it,
Yes.
I might see it.
But they had you remember the Wii Zapper?
Yeah,
That was essentially the NES gun. But for the Wii remote.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the dog, duck hunting.
Yes.
Yes.
That was the old NES Zapper.
Yeah, of
Then they
course.
had the Wii Zapper. And I think that was such a cool feature because you don't see that anymore. That's why I think the Wii was such a great console because it did things that you just don't see anymore. I think, unlike in hindsight, it had a lot of gimmicks, but it had a lot of
That's the point of Nintendo. They do everything gimmicky.
They
for
do-
better or worse. For better or
Yes.
worse. Because look at the Wii U.
Yep.
That was a gimmick.
But then look at the 3DS.
Yep. Gimmick. It was fun though. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying I like how they're gimmicky because they try new things all the time.
Exactly.
For better or worse. Sometimes they fail. Sometimes they get better. Like look at GameCube. GameCube was a failure, actually, technically. It was a failure.
At launch, yeah.
It was a failure. Nowadays, it's a cult classic because people love
Oh,
it.
God, yeah.
But at launch, it was a failure. But that's what's great about Nintendo. They try new things all the time. Unlike the industry standard of just putting your butter on toast and expecting the best.
No,
They try to put some jelly, then they try to put some garnish on there.
So when I remember when the Switch came out, I saw that and I was like,
Switch.
I'm sorry, we've got a Wii U
Yeah.
that is portable.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like you just took. It was like that meme where like
They
took the DS platform and the freaking Wii and it was like now kiss. It was the Switch was the prodigy child of the Wii consoles, like the Wii and the Wii U.
I would counter that a little bit. Not counter, but kind of like say the Wii U was that stepping stone to there.
Yes.
Because it literally had that, but it still needed the console.
It
with
wasn't.
the DVD.
Yes, it wasn't perfect, but it set the ground. It set the
ground by saying,
foundation.
hey, wait a minute. I see something here.
Let's keep this gamepad idea.
Yeah, let's keep the portability.
Because like
idea.
it was the gamepad was a complete gimmick with 90% of the games.
Oh yeah.
But when the Switch came out, it was like they took the portability of the DS consoles, the 3DS, the Nintendo DS, the DSi, all that. They took all the the portability of that, but then shoved like the Wii U and Wii hardware into it and said, "You can play Zelda games on the go now."
Yeah. And it works fairly well nowadays.
Yes.
Like more than fairly well. Surprisingly. But we're getting way off topic from retro games.
Off topic. But, however, another big one. Because I grew up around when the Game Boy Advance was a bit, SP was a big thing.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. I actually remember my first Pokemon game. This is going to be a blast in the past. Let's see if you remember this. So
I didn't interrupt you because my only Pokemon games I played as kids, my first one was Platinum.
Classic.
Right? It was great.
Platinum was. Oh, I wish we had gotten that remake when the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out because it was sad. It was sad that it didn't have as many features from Platinum.
Yeah.
But I digress. But I played Pokemon Leaf Green on the Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah,
Do you want to know how I got my original copy?
How?
Do you remember GameFly?
Oh my god, that is a blast from the past.
That was for any youngins watching this.
I don't know who would be, but yeah, go for it.
That was the Netflix of gaming.
Or classic Netflix. Because Netflix.
Oh yeah, that was that.
Basically,
Yeah.
No. Basically, they would just send a copy of the game, DVD or what else, to your house. And with Netflix, what Netflix used to do, they would send you a DVD to your house through mail.
Yep.
That's what you used to have to do.
And then you would
back in the
send
day.
it back. But with GameFly, I really think it was underrated. It was underrated.
Mildly. I hated it because in my mind, why would I rent a game when I'm just going to return it?
No. See, okay, GameFly did the right move that Blockbuster could have learned from. And I'm going to die on this hill.
All right, go for it.
Because GameFly was, you can rent a game, and if you're whatever with it, send it back. But if you wanted to keep it, and we'll just charge you for it.
How much would they charge you?
I think they would, I don't remember.
For the price of the game, I'm guessing?
Probably like for a used price. But like...
I did not know that. I thought you had to return it.
No. GameFly's gimmick was like you could rent to keep, basically.
Oh.
That's how I got my first ever copy of Pokemon was I like begged my mom to like, I don't even remember. I think it was like, because I played some like old school Game Boy Pokemon games. And I was like, Mom, I really want to like get this game. And then like I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And then we just kept it. I kept Leaf Green.
I have an idea, by the way.
What's that?
I'm thinking we could do something for Drunken Disorderly now. We could do a Pokemon Drunken Disorderly.
Like old school Pokemon?
Old school. Like
Oh.
before they did anything movement-wise. Like before Black and White, basically.
No, actually. Fun fact for all you kids out there.
Okay, no, we're not counting GameCube, all those GameCube.
No. I know what you're talking about. No.
Okay.
No. For the handheld. Strictly.
Pokemon.
Not spin-off. The first movement that was ever technically introduced was Pokemon Emerald.
I never played that, so I wouldn't know.
So, when Ruby and Sapphire came out, it was the typical just image appearing sprites.
Yes, of course.
But when Emerald came out, they would do like a quick 1-2 movement.
Oh.
Emerald was actually when movement was first ever introduced.
Okay, the reason I consider movement because I play Platinum. They had like that same gimmick.
Yes,
with the
but that
movement.
was Emerald. Emerald did that first.
I was thinking of the actual, like, we have the animations like, whoo, the
that was
idol.
Black and White. Yes, that was
that's what I'm
introduced into
talking
Black
about.
and White.
That's what I was
But I
talking
just
about.
thought that was neat that like the first ever technical movement
yes,
was
it's
actually
Emerald.
Pokemon Emerald on the
Yeah.
Game Boy Advanced SP. Oh my god. Do you remember when like every movie used to get a video game as a kid?
Mildly, yeah.
Like
I hated
every
it, so I can't block it out.
Every movie. I remember Wall-E had a game.
I hated it. I have it. I hated it.
Really?
I can never get past the part where you have to get.
I
Past
beat the game before we had to return it to Blockbuster.
I'm impressed. I could not get past the first junkyard. That junkyard. Boss.
Really?
Never. Could never do it.
Yeah, I beat the whole game like before.
I still
we had
have it.
that.
I could probably bring it back whenever I visit home.
Bro, we need to play it.
God, I would hate that. That brings back bad memories. Anyways, we got to off topic because I was talking about Mario Kart Double Dash.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You're
yeah,
okay.
right.
So I think Double Dash needs a remake, and I've
absolutely.
always wanted to make a personal remake of it, like with at least the bare minimum of the physics and karts wise.
That actually sounds
because I know
impressive,
Nintendo would sue. Otherwise, obviously.
The video I showed you.
Yeah. Point being, I know I'd have to be.
I would
completely
love
redone,
to
but
buy these remakes without resorting to piracy. Sounds fair to me. Then do it. No. And don't pirate.
Well, sounds like we're gonna impasse. So, point being, I'd love to make a remake, but of Double Dash that's holds true to like how the game plays, but obviously with different characters. But that's a lot.
Oh yeah,
That's
no,
a
that
lot.
sounds more complicated than even.
It
the
is
newest one.
extremely complicated. You have to play Double Dash, so I'll make you play Double Dash tonight, at least a little bit, because you have to understand just how hard that game is. It's hard for me, and I play Mario Kart 8. On
I've
200cc
watched you.
drunk.
Yes, I've watched this man blast that out of his mind. Do speed trials and do well, and I'm just like, dude, I
On
can't even.
200cc, I have to. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm okay. I'm mildly decent at Mario Kart. Mario
The
Kart
fact
8.
that
I'm
you're
mildly decent.
drunk as hell doing that, and I'm just here like,
Huh?
I'm seeing two of you. How the hell are you doing that? Huh?
That's one of my favorite things. Whenever you guys come over and I'm playing Mario Kart, and I'm like,
You would
drunk,
always end. You would always.
You guys
end up
are
playing
like,
it.
I want to watch this. I'm like, I don't know why, but okay, bud.
Because you're drunk as hell and you're doing good. That's why.
But Double Dash, even me sober has a tough time beating the
That scares me.
CPUs.
That scares me.
It is, maybe because I'm getting old,
Oh my
but
god!
it is
Shut
ridiculously.
up. Shut up. No, older games were definitely hard.
It is hard, genuinely hard, because just how the physics work, how the carts work,
Okay.
how the CPUs okay. This is another thing with Mario Karts in general. And here's a fun fact.
Okay.
Have you ever played a Mario Kart game and be like, why do the CPUs always seem to catch up to me, even though I'm doing so well? It's called rubber banding. Rubber banding is wherever they give more speed to CPUs whenever they're farther behind you because they want to keep it fair because CPUs will all be CPUs. And Mario Kart Double Dash is one of the worst examples of it. One of the
Yeah,
worst.
I never realized that. But
Yes.
you're right.
It's called rubber banding. It's in every Mario Kart game, even to this day.
So
To this day.
I wanna bounce off of what you said. Was that maybe I'm just getting old, but like the games back then seemed harder and
They
stuff
were
like that.
harder.
No, they were. And I'm going to die on this hill. So when I was a kid, because I played Pokemon series, I like grew up.
Pokemon series, I can't play anymore because it's just too easy. They give you everything in the beginning.
You have no idea how easy it got. I remember struggling as a
don't
kid.
get me started.
And even as an adult, I would probably be like grinding for hours trying
Yeah.
to just beat that. I remember when I hated Sword and Shield.
It's too easy.
I flew through it.
Too fast.
I blasted through it. The only reason why I liked the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is like, okay, yeah, obviously it couldn't have been as brutal as they were when we were kids because every kid would hate that game. But it was still like, we're putting up a fight. There were parts where I was struggling. Even as a grown-ass adult, I was like, dude,
You
damn.
actually put some thought into it.
I think that if you had a kid playing it, like when I played Diamond and Pearl on the DS, I think it would have been hard as hell. It's just as challenging. But since I'm an adult and I grew up with the series, I've had so much experience with like playing the Pokemon games. I knew how this shit worked.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I had but I still struggled. But I've never had that. That was the first Pokemon game series in like years that's made me like have to actually put some thought into what I'm doing. I've noticed that with a lot of games nowadays. And but nowadays, if a game's like hard, it's normally because of some BS.
Or it's because it's competitively you have to play online with those
Not
people.
even that, just I'm talking strictly story-wise.
Okay, yeah.
It's normally because of some BS.
And it is typically.
Yeah.
I mean, my parents bought me, the newer Pokemon games for the Switch. I played them a little bit on airplanes every now and then.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm flying.
No, you have Sword and Shield.
I have Sword and Shield.
Those are dog shit.
Dog shit. I can't play them. I tried to play them for a little bit. I'm just like, they give you everything. They're holding my hand the whole time.
Yes.
They're like,
yes.
I don't know if I'm even playing this game.
I would
Am
say
even playing?
the only games like they okay, I'll give credit where it's due. The newer Pokemon games are harder. Pokemon Arceus,
Oh yeah. Are they?
Okay, so you can get through if you know what you're doing. You can get through a lot of it fairly easy. A lot of grinding, a lot of knowing the whole spiel. There was one battle. He was one of the final end game battles where I'm just I swear to God, I didn't say it. I swear to God, I lose to you one more time, I'm a snap.
There was actually, speaking of Platinum, because you're making me remember this.
Platinum was such a classic.
Oh, that's my first Pokemon game ever played. First one.
That was a good one to start on, honestly.
Yeah, but there's this one gym. I think it was the Ghost Gym. I somehow got to it early.
Hearthstone, the one with the Pokemon contests.
I don't remember specifically. It's been
Pink
years.
hair, purple hair.
Not pink hair.
Purple hair.
I don't remember.
Big-
Purple hair. Yeah, purple
Yes.
hair.
Yeah.
Point being, I had to sit there and grind for at least maybe a week and a half.
She was tough. She was tough.
And I felt like, I was like, why did it take so long for me to get past this person? And nowadays I'm kind of thankful because they put patience and actually time into it. Whereas newer Pokemon games, You get to the person, you don't have to put any patience time. You kind of just say, oh,
Dude,
cool.
legit, they choose, like, I can't remember what
I felt like I actually put in a fight. Like, I actually
You
think
did.
what I
You-
had to do.
So,
Did I get there early? I actually don't know this.
you should, you get there early, but you can't challenge the gym.
I was under leveled by like at least 5 or 6 levels.
That could have just been like, no, you definitely got there when you're supposed to be. You were just under leveled. But what was it? I think it was definitely in Sword and Shield, but I don't think Scarlet and Violet did it. The newest ones,
Yeah.
like mainstream. But Sword and Shield definitely did it. Remember when like you would pick your starter Pokemon?
Yeah.
And then your rival was like,
I'm gonna pick your counter immediately. Yeah, of course.
Sword and Shield did the complete opposite of that.
I never noticed because I just was not paying attention.
You had the strong type.
You
So
played my game?
what?
You played my game?
No, I own it for my Switch.
Oh, yeah, the strong type. Oh, I thought you said. Never mind. I misunderstood. I thought you said you played my game, my actual game on the Switch.
No.
Yeah,
I
that's
own,
what's
I own
like,
Sword.
The hell?
Yeah, I own Sword for my Switch. Anywho, I will give credit where credit's due. So I was also growing up when like 3DS was becoming a thing, and I was old enough where like I kind of had like money like from the disability and my check that my dad was getting for me, and it had to go to me at one point.
Yeah.
And so there was a kid that I just like bought a 3DS, and he gave me like a bunch of games. He was a really cool dude. He was a brother of like a good friend. He was like a little brother to me, honestly.
Yeah.
He was actually in Boy Scouts. But that was when I was able to play X and Y. X and Y.
Oh gosh, yeah. I remember
And
those.
I think
They were fantastic games, by the way. I love
X
those.
and Y honestly
Were
not
amazing.
nailed it out of the park. It was better than Sun and Moon.
I would agree, 100%.
So what I liked about X and Y is that you kind of had like multiple rivals, but they weren't really rivals. They
No.
were just friends that you were like, I'm gonna battle you, and I liked it because you had one person that was like they had like the other starter that was weak to you, but then you had the other rival that was strong against you, and I think that was such a cool way. Like it just.
You never feel like you missed out on anything.
It tried something new and it did it right.
Yeah,
It did
I'd agree.
everything right. And
I wouldn't say everything, but you know,
it did a
lot,
lot.
right.
It was like Black and White, honestly, because like Black and White did so many new things, and I think it was like underlooked because like it gave us so many things that we now have. And did it do everything perfectly? God no.
No,
But it set everything up.
it did.
It was Black and White was the boomers of Pokemon.
Don't say that, please.
It was.
Don't say that, please.
I can't afford a house.
What?
It was boomers.
Anyways.
Anyways. My point is that a lot of old school Pokemon, while not perfect, laid the foundation for what is so great about Pokemon. But old school gaming will never be the same. I don't know. That's all I can.
I think old school gaming is.
Oh, my
I
God.
don't say it's dead, but it's a foundation for what we can learn from.
I think-
because we have other games nowadays with the Banjo-Kazooie clone, or with the Hat in Time that came out a couple years ago, like 2017 or so.
Wait, the Banjo-Kazooie clone?
Not clone, but it's a lizard and a bat. It's made by the actual developers of Banjo-Kazooie.
What in the
Came
hell?
out way long ago. It didn't get any good reviews.
It
That's
sounds
a
like
different story.
Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts.
Don't talk about that game. Don't. Don't talk about the game. But anyways, we had games like Hat in Time who came back to classic collectathons, because I think collectathons are really underrated nowadays.
I think so.
Single player games, actually, no. I take
Yeah.
it back. Single player games in general
Yeah.
are underrated nowadays.
because it doesn't sell.
they don't.
No.
Not as well as, League of Legends and such. Because League of Legends, that game's been going for 10 years now. Over 10 years. 12, 13 years now. And it's still making a lot more money than you expect for a game that is 13 years old.
So here's the thing, right? So you know how I've shit on Fallout 76.
Actually, no, it's 14 years old. League of Legends is 14 years old now. 2009 when it came out. Yep.
Shit as old as World of Warcraft?
Yes.
Well,
Not
World of
as
Warcraft is older, but like
Way
it's
older.
near that
2009.
era. It's
when
near
it
that
first
era.
released.
I did not know that actually.
Yes.
Anyways, I think like Fallout 76 is bare bones a terrible game.
Oh, it is.
But
Horde.
But
Why are we talking about Fallout 76 though?
are you talking about like modern games and story driven buying things, stuff like that?
Okay.
I think that 76 did some right things.
Like.
You can get skins. You can get custom things without paying for them.
Okay.
You can get those things.
On online games specifically too.
Exactly. While still having story driven.
Yeah.
It's
But overall,
you don't have those sort of, adventure driven,
Games-
plot driven
Yeah.
games anymore.
yeah, games are not as single player anymore,
Yes.
which is a sad thing, but
Yeah.
it's something that is starting to come back again. It is starting to come back.
I think, because there's just such an outcry where it's just like,
Baldur's
we're
Gate
tired of
3
this.
specifically again.
Baldur's Gate 3,
Or
yes.
Cyberpunk 77,
Yes.
2076. I mean, 2077.
2076.
I'm stupid. Point being, it's we'll be seeing, but I think classic games are very good.
I think-
even if you have kids nowadays, you have kids who are fairly young, you want to introduce the games. I think classic games are very good.
I think-
even though they might be lower graphics than what they might be used to, it doesn't matter about graphics. It matters how much fun they are, and that's what matters at the end.
Yes.
How much fun they are, and how much depth they have in the game it is, or in just how simple it is for them to play, especially how young they are. So I think that's a great way to leave. Like,
I actually
do you have anything
think-
else you want to leave off?
I do actually. I think the reason why, I hate to say this because it's kind of cringe. Our generation loves classic games.
I would say loves. I would say some of them do. Because our generation is the reason for online games being so big, especially starting with Halo. Halo and Call of Duty. Yep. Yes.
Okay, playing with our buddies is what started it. Being able to play with our buddies anywhere
Even then,
started it, but then it was a catalyst.
Halo became competitive even back in the day.
But the idea of being able to play with our friends online, no matter where we were, that's what brought us together on that online
In a
gameplay.
sense, yeah.
But I think that what makes we'll say single player classic games
Okay.
so great isn't the graphics. God knows that. It's the formula.
Formula. Okay.
It's what brought us to love that game in the first place. It was the storytelling. It was the immersion. It was whatever drew us in. That formula worked for so many games. Yeah, Dark Cloud's my game. Some people, it was Tomb Raider. Some people, it was Spyro. Some people, it was oh God, what the hell was that little dude's name? Crash Bandicoot.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
But the formula was still the same. It was storytelling. And that's something we don't see nowadays. Nowadays, it's just go here, shoot this
I
guy.
wouldn't say that, no.
Collect this
I'd say
item.
more stories are, if you want to say that, then, you have to discount, things like, something Become Human.
Detroit Become Human. No,
Story
that
games-
was a beautiful.
There's a lot of games like that, though.
Yes,
nowadays.
but
Baldur's
they're
Gate
just
3.
so
Again, then we have other
undermined.
games, I'm not...
Baldur's Gate 3, I say, would be a bad example because like you said earlier, it's coming back. I think that we are
Because, okay, if we want to talk about history, because we're talking about history right now, history has influxes.
Yes.
We'll always go up and down. So we're an influx from online games to more story-driven, in-person games nowadays. We're in that influx.
we're
starting.
going through another gaming depression. Yeah,
I want to say that.
Crash.
I want to say that. No.
Because remember, no. Hear me out. Remember when we had the huge game crash? Well,
80s.
yes.
I trust me. Game
And then
designer.
it came back up. Then we
we're
saw
not
that
crashing.
drop. Now we're seeing we're going to see that we've got Starfield to look forward to. We've got Baldur's Gate 3 now.
It's not a crash. It's more of there's no crash happening in the game industry. The only thing that's happening is a different in genre of changing because tastes are changing.
Yes.
Again.
No.
There's not a crash happening.
Oh no, it already happened. Now we're seeing I'm telling you right now.
I don't
we're
think so.
seeing the climb come back. We're going to see an
I don't think there was
influx.
ever a crash because I'm just looking at games like League of Legends and Fortnite just being so massive. There was never a crash. It's just they realize, there's a different market now. Other people like games who are in development for like 3, 4, 5, 7 years.
Are now starting to come out of the woodwork. I'm telling you, these games that are coming out now will do better than any of those games. Because Fortnite, they were popular.
It still is big. Still is. I don't like Fortnite. I'm just saying. I'm being.
I'm gonna be right there with you. I don't
like it, but it is what it is. But anyways, I think that is
before we go into an hour-long tangent,
we are already an hour and 36 minutes into this episode. I think we need to stop it somewhere because
now let's do a 24-hour podcast.
I would kill myself.
Yeah,
me too, bud. But I think classic games have their place and they set the standard. For game designers.
I think it stands the standard
I think it's a great way to introduce kids into games.
Absolutely, dude.
That don't have too much going on because nowadays games have too much going on.
Yes,
better or worse because you need to improve the industry standards somehow. But anyways, I think that's another tangent for another day.
Yeah,
and so we're gonna take one more bathroom break and we're gonna come back and we're gonna discuss Pink Whitney and how we feel about it.
Absolutely.
So we'll be right back. So I'm back from taking my wonderful piss. Wonderful.
You got a small bladder.
I really do, actually. I really
do.
I don't know where I get it from. I think I might have been born prematurely.
You said that so calmly and so seriously. No.
Actually, fun fact about my birth.
Oh, God.
Or about how my mom, I was the last tribe. My mom and dad had actually tried to get, that thing where in fertilization?
Yes.
Where they actually have a doctor or nurse come in and actually, do something to actually have something. I was the last tribe, basically. I was the last tribe. If they didn't get anything, they would have just had one son. That would have been good enough. Or not good enough, but,
Yeah.
the last.
The best you could do.
Best you could do. I was the last try, apparently, for my parents told me. The last. They were not going to do it anymore because it would have cost too much money.
So
I was a miracle, basically.
I'm not trying to one-up you, but it's
one
a
up me.
competition
Come on.
now.
It is. Okay.
So, May 31st, 1990.
All right, I already won.
Shut up. I was gonna be a natural birth, right?
Of course.
And so I'm in. They're like going through the whole process and all that stuff.
Of course.
And because I'm a freaking Neary through and through, I decide, screw you, I'm going to do this my way. And I apparently twisted and turned so much to the point where I went from a natural birth to a C-section.
Sounds like a brother.
I was going to come out naturally until I was like, you know what?
You know what'd be kind of funny? If I just really messed everything up.
That doesn't feel like, that don't fit my flow. I'm going to run a marathon in my mom's stomach. And they had to pull me out. They were fighting to get me out. From what my dad told me, because he comes in, and like my mom's like doped up. So she doesn't feel shit.
Yeah, because
the doctors are like pulling to get me out type thing. And my dad was telling me, like, when I was born, he was like, because they got the curtain and all that, like, between my mom and, like, her, the stomach. And my dad's like, do you feel that? And she's like, no, what are you talking about? I was like, and the doctors are playing tug of war with me, trying to get me out. And he's like, it's a good thing you don't feel this. I was defiant at the moment of birth. It was like, oh, you think you're gonna have me naturally? You think I'm just gonna slide out? No, no. You're gonna have to gut this woman for me.
And gut they did.
And you know what's fun fact? Did I ever tell you my nickname?
What is your nickname?
Taz.
Ah, that makes sense. Don't have to explain anymore. I get it now.
Do you actually?
Tasmanian Devil.
But do you know why I'm giving that nickname?
You twisted your mom's literal intestines.
Nope. May 31st, the day I was born, my aunt was underneath in her basement as a tornado touched down. As I was being born into this world, a tornado touched down and put my aunt in her basement. So I was given the nickname Taz.
Okay.
I was actually called as a kid when I did basketball, Taz.
You're white. You can't do that. Am I getting canceled?
You're trying to fine line, bud.
Damn.
Yeah, but I was given the nickname Taz by my dad.
Wow.
Because I came in on a tornado. I was actually born. I think it was my aunt. I'm like it was my Aunt Mella. She was underneath your basement in New York because there was
how's the baby going? I'm here trying to survive a tornado real quick here. How's everything going? Oh, he's twisting and turning, just like tornadoes. So,
yep.
Trying to pull out her intestines, but it's kind of funny.
I was legit born on a tornado touchdown, so my dad gave me the nickname Taz.
Wow.
That's why he's got a Taz tattoo on his arm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's the only tattoo he's got.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got because he used to be a caterer and do cooking and all that. So he's got Taz cooking, grilling.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm sorry to get off topic. Well, not really, but you got off topic. Point being, I think we're in this episode with talking about Pink Whitney. How do you feel about it? Because I already have preconceptions because I drank it when it first came out.
Okay.
How do you feel about it since it's your first time having it, right?
It's
your first time.
Yes. This is not something you should sip on. However.
No, it's a shot.
No, yeah. God, yeah.
1 second. I don't know where it went. I thought I got it, but it went somewhere.
Anywho, I would say if you're at a party, I ain't talking. No,
trust me, this is a party drink from college.
This is a party drink
from college.
If you're not hanging out with the boys, but you're hanging out with a whole ass group, Pink Whitney is where it's at.
I say it's C tier.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay, hold on, because I'm gonna put it in party drink S tier. But if you hear me out.
Oh,
Party drink S tier. Party drink S tier.
Even then, you're pushing it. You're pushing it really.
If you want to get messed up and slam something that goes down fairly easy.
A, bottom tier A. Bottom.
I'm gonna say bottom S tier. But if you're looking for a nice drink that you can sip on and hang out with your friends, God no, it's F tier. It's F tier.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say C tier.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with
it's bearable. I can drink it.
It's
not making me want to kill myself.
Yeah, it's not good. But it's if you're bearable. Let's do some shots, and you got some. Yeah.
How much was this?
Yeah.
Was it 18, yes. 17 bucks?
No, I think it was less than that.
Yeah. But then again, let's think about this. UV Blue, the one we got last time?
That was
then again, how much percentage was it compared to this?
It was 14%.
It's 14. So
that's why I say it's
over double.
It's a good party drink if you've got a crowd that can't handle straight liquor. That's your drink. But if you're hey, I want to sip on something. No, God, no.
This is not. You don't drink this by yourself.
No.
For fun. No.
But if you're going to a party and it's BYOB, I'd say that's at least that.
People will be happy to see this because it's cheap, yet it gets
messed up.
Yes.
You can say it. I can't say it.
Well, I don't want to bleep it out. I don't want to have to bleep myself out because I don't like doing work.
Yeah. But
Sorry, I had a really bad cough there. Huh.
but if you wanted it, if you go into a party and you don't know if anybody can handle straight liquor, Pink Whitney's your go-to.
But anyways, we could talk about this all day, about that. But we have to come to agreement on where we want to place it on our tier list. So we have at the bottom of the barrel S tier.
Would you say
is that blue is the UV blue? Then we have, if I remember right, was A tier for the
smoky? Smoky strawberry.
Yeah,
that was,
A tier. It was good.
I would say I can't remember where it was at.
I have it somewhere. I have it saved.
You definitely, I saw it. I would definitely say it's below both of those.
It is.
If you're like on something that you just want to like casually drink, it's god awful. But if you're trying to turn up and have a good party, that somebody's gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have a good time, and
everybody can at least
enjoy it as a shot.
I want to say enjoy it, but at least bear with it.
Yes,
it's bearable.
It gets you drunk. It's halfway decent. You'll have a good time.
And another thing, how we discussed, especially with the UV blue, it's cheap. It is extremely cheap for hard alcohol. For 30%,
honest to God,
it is extremely cheap.
God, yes. So, like I'm saying, that's why I was saying, if you want to throw a party, that's.
Did you say the F word?
No, I said if you want to throw a party
earlier. I guess we missed it if I did. I don't remember.
Anywho, if you want it for a party, that's your go-to drink. If you want something to, chill out and sip on, God no. You can do a lot better. I
recommend it.
I would say,
this is a drink you would bring to a party and expect it to be gone by the end of the night, so you don't have to take it home. You do not want to take this thing home.
That's why I'm saying if you're rating it for a party, it's S tier. If you're rating it for, casual drinking, it's like D.
D tier, F tier.
Yeah, it's
so
not
I think
good.
A fair point would be C tier.
I'd say yeah. If somebody was like, "Oh, I got some Pink Whitney," all right, I'll sip on that a little bit.
Yeah, I'll drink that with you.
If that's the only thing I'm drinking, all right, fine.
Sure, why not tonight? I think it'd be high tier, C tier.
Yeah,
high tier, C. Easily, yeah, that actually makes sense.
Yeah,
because D tier would be a little too low because it doesn't taste that bad and it's not that expensive. Whereas if you go anywhere higher, it'd be why would I drink this on my own?
Yeah.
Why would I even?
It's a party drink. It's a party drink.
Why would I bother? Yeah. So I think we agree.
Yeah.
High tier, C tier.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be first place, but at least around the top 10 or so.
It definitely gets third place.
We'll see around there. We'll see. We'll get the Franzia and such.
I'm sure I will drink better things than that.
Oh God,
yes.
But
yes. If you want something to sip on, there's better options. There's help.
Guaranteed better options. Guaranteed. But anyways,
yeah.
I think we can end the episode right here. Yeah. We are running a little bit later than we usually do nowadays.
We went on a
white. We. Where's the we in you? As per usual.
Oui, monsieur.
I didn't know you're French. I thought you were Irish.
Oh, we speaking Irish. Oh, you want me to? Oh God, I don't remember.
Yeah, let's not get into that. Point being, thank you everybody for watching. If you made it this far, and don't forget to like, subscribe.
Hit that.
Oh, there it is. He said he wouldn't do it. There it is. He knew he'd do it. And hit that.
Hit that notification bell to get all our updates. Broskies and bras. I don't even know what they say nowadays. Actually, you know what?
Thank you if you made it this far. Thank you for watching. I almost said a Japanese word, but seriously, thank you. Anyways, we'll be catching y'all later.